Oh, what's going on, ladies and germs? Copenhagen Wolves Team 3D Max. And this is a early in the afternoon match for us here in North America. Coming at you with some EUCS. And it's just me, Ricky Rath, right now casting for you here in round number 1 on D. Nizuke. That's that's the way it is now. And I believe Hano's going to be joining me here in just a minute as we see these players already starting to fill out the map. And round number 1, the pistol round, also important on D-Nuke. Really want to drive that home on CT and set the pace for the beginning of the first half of the first half. As the Terrace kind of boosted up on Twinkie here. The rest of the CT is running a pretty standard setup. SMF, he is down at ramp. Freeze, there's a bunch of people here. Oh my gosh, dude, this roster. Nat2, Kern, Stoned, Disturbed, Zart, they're all pushing outer here, and there's Freeze starting things off with a USP kill, Silence. As that is the first kill of our game. There's 50 seconds left in this round, and only 1 kill to show for it. 2 HP on Snappy, 14 on SMF, and Freeze down to 21 HP. As still, the Terrorists looking to find an opening here. And Freeze still in spawn right now, just watching from way back by the forklift in spawn. Super defensive position from him here. And finally we have some kills. Stoned to getting one. Disturbed with another. And there's a Cillion from site, only picking up 1. Now 2 trades back. It's 3 on 2. The Terrorists still have not planted the bomb. They have 20 seconds to do so. And Disturbed finding another kill on a Freeze who's hanging out in spawn. SMF coming out from heaven as well. He's taken down 3D Max, opening up this game with a first round victory. Not even a bomb plant for the Terrorists there. So they're going to have to, well, they will still be buying up. Obviously, you want to see that objective play. But really, 3D Max just kind of running over Copenhagen Wolves there and allowing themselves to win the site via elimination. But Freeze holding on to a scout now, some CZs, a 5-7 in the hands of the CT. So they're not totally out of sorts here. As Zart still trying to find a kill outside. And the Terror's just hanging around on Twinkie. I'm waiting for, just kind of waited, just waiting here for our first kill. Zart dropped down to 14 HP, as I believe Hano now joins us on the cast. As the Terrorist again right now, still just looking for picks here, but a Cillion getting a frag early on. That's a CZ kill.
What up, Ricky?
Hey, it's been a long time since we've cast together. Are you in the server yet?
I am. I'm watching it right now.
Alright, so 3D Max off to that first round lead, but the CT is trying to stuff him here with a force-up, you could say. As the UMP, Galil, AKN Scout in the hands of 3D Max. All members of Copenhagen Wolves still remaining. Oh, Stoned missing that jump. He drops down and does drop Freeze down to 36 HP holding on to that Scout, so it was not in vain, him falling off of the boost spot above Mini. And Stoned's going to push down towards lower, look for a kill here in secret. Little does he know there's a CT on his right, but Zart's there to take down a Cillion. So a good push here from the T's looking to take lower, but the CT's already ready to rotate. The smokes come out, but there's CT's up close. There's, oh my god, SMF with a nice CT shot through the door, just causing all kinds of problems here. Nikolai getting one, Freeze with another, leaving just Stoned alive, and the T's off to a rough start here. It's a 2-on-1. There's 1 second left, and Snappy's there to put away the last member of 3D Max, and it's 1-1. 3D Max had the economic advantage going into that round, but could not convert with a second one.
It's always so scary to play against CT side on Nuke, especially when they have scouts and all that room outside. I'm surprised the T's actually went outside with that many guns. Usually you want to send somebody out there to scout and then kind of scout the other parts of the map as well. The scouts are just way too deadly outside for CTs.
So Freeze again buying up. He's outside with an MP9. You'll see 4 or 5 Terrorists, all of 3D Max right now, outside looking to work this opening. This is the most opened up spot on D-Nuke, and I highly recommend rushing here, especially on pistol rounds, as there is 1 player outside right now. Freeze, he's taken down. However, 2 CTs waiting for him, 1 underneath heaven, one would say hell, and Snappy as well in heaven, looking to pick outer, but the Terror's just kind of running around outside. A little bit of freedom to work with here. They're going to double boost onto the roof here outside of heaven. And this could be deadly here if they can get this pick onto Snappy. He's at 13 HP. Enough for the Glock to put him away, as his teammate Nikolai will get up into heaven, look for that defense. He's dropped down pretty low too, 23 HP, so the terrorists have 3/4 of a minute to work with here to try and get this bomb planted.
I'm surprised they didn't put a rifle outside rather than that MP9 that Freeze had. It's kind of weird.
And there's Stonded coming into mini, picking up one, and that MP9 still, it's now in the hands of Kern, as it's a 3-on-4. In favor of the T's, however, they do not have the firepower that the CTs do. It's not going to matter. Disturb picks up a Glock kill in heaven. He'll move towards the site. The bomb will be planted. This is our first bomb plant of the match here in round 3. As the terrorists will have that money going into the next round. And the CTs perhaps happy saving here unless they can get an early pick. Here's a Cillian looking up heaven. He's going to look for a frag here onto Kern upstairs. And that's an awkward battle for him as the other CT in hut. Dispatched by Disturbed. SMF takes him out. And he will scoop up the FAMAS and save that for a rainy day as a Cillian left on ramp to defend against some terrorists. Gonna try and maybe rush him here. They're all so low. Stoned at 8 HP. And Disturbed at 18.
That's a nice shot.
At 100. A nice shot indeed here. As Cillian is going to look to escape the rest of this round. He's not so healthy himself. 28 HP. And that is 2-1 for 3D Max.
If I was the CTs, yeah, definitely buy up because you need to get as many rounds as you can on CT side, obviously. I would put that FAMAS on catwalk and I would put Freeze outside with that scout. And if I was a terrorist, I'd try to stray away from outside. Maybe do something a little bit more risky, like do like a quick upper or something like that. We'll find out.
We'll find out right now. If they do take your advice, there is 3 storming the lobby here as the opening frag. Freeze with a nice scout headshot there, immediately taking out Zart. And 4-on-5 already early in the round. Definitely not the pace we're used to seeing, but still a buy up here from the CTs. They are not giving up on this yet. They know they won round 2. With buying up the pistols and a couple SMGs and a scout. They're going to see if they can have a repeat performance here. It'll have to be against AKs and FAMASes this time, though, in the hands of 3D Max. That's 4 armored and helmeted terrorists here. So a little bit of a different story for the pistols, but it looks like there's going to be some distractions here at ramp. The terrorists still not fully decided on where they're going to head, but it looks like they are going to do an outer bust. Kern picks up one. Cillian going down. Kern with another. Disturbed getting the third now, or Natu with the fourth. And that just leaves SMF, and that really fell apart at the seams.
Yeah, the reason why that worked out so well for them is because upper, without CTs having so much money, they're not going to have the nades needed to hold upper. There goes the scout.
Blown away, but SMF now perhaps just trying to find some exit kills here.
So CTs, if you look at their money, they have 200, 300, 450, 0-0. It's going to be quite hard for them to buy next round as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if 3D Max also does something upper again. But going outside, he got destroyed by Freeze with that scout in the very beginning of the round.
And there is your last kill. Disturbed taking down SMF. 4 of the terrorists surviving, all low on HP. But Copenhagen Wolves not able to put away that round. I would say just go for a full save at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't do anything. Even CZs aren't going to be that great. Holding angles, you could use a CZ to hold an angle, but with the amount of firepower the T's have, I completely agree with you. Just full save, wait it out, and just try to do the same thing they've done to you so far on T side. Take as many rounds as you can.
So 2 on ramp now for the CTs. SMF spotting out some terrorists early here, and I'm not quite sure that 3D Max has seen that there are no weapons in the hands of the CTs. Now Freeze going down, that might have been the indicator here for the T's, as the CTs will call for a pause here in the round. And again, both players discussing what to do here, for both teams, pardon me, as one of the 3D Max players has dropped, and I believe that was Zart. I'm never going to say that name right. Europeans. As it's still 4 rifles, armor, and helmets for 3D Max. As the CTs here looking to defend, do a little bit of damage. The T's waiting to get their player back in game here. As Stonded's going to throw an AK wisely so on the roof of Nuke. And just allow that not to be in the hands of the CTs. There's Kern trading one out in a Cillian. And he has dropped down to 17 HP as a result. It's 4-on-3 now. Not quite sure Copenhagen Wolves are going to be able to defend against this.
Ooh,
So
picks up one nice kill.
the terrorists looking to take upper here. SMF finds one on the pistol, but Nikolai now just left alone. And, you know, Hano, at this point, look for a gun and run away. That's my call, at least.
Yeah, the only downfall is that the gun dropped in hut, and the other guy threw away, obviously. Wasn't much of a chance for them to grab the gun, but I agree. Grab what you can, get out of there, and count your losses.
So about 20 minutes ago, we were given the IP to this GoTV and said, have fun. There's no English stream for it. And we figured we'd pick up this game. And I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. I'm Ricky Rath, casting with Hano. And that's the old school cast duo right there, as the rest of our casters are off being real adults.
Real adulthood. What is that?
I'm not down with that.
Me either. I'm just saying, huh? So the CTs have to decide here what they're going to do with their money. So do you give up one more round and try to go 10-5, or do you actually buy up with rifles here? So obviously, if you lose, you're not going to have a whole heck of a lot of money. You do have the money bonus coming up, but you're not going to have an op outside. And I'm not sure how comfortable Freeze is. Maybe he'll buy a scout. Who knows? He's been pretty on fire with that scout, to be honest.
So again, waiting for the player to reconnect. We've given an ETA of 5 minutes. J-Ra, I don't know if you have any music queued up here that we can quickly take a break, as I need to fill up my water. All right, so we're going to jump into some music. We'll be right back as this game continues. A quick pause here for Copenhagen 2015, and we will be right back. So I'm still trying to figure out how to say Xart. I'm just gonna go with that because that appears to be the consensus. I'm the backup retard caster, so don't let's not be judging the RGN production value here based on me. As they're just like, hey, cast this match in 15 minutes. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what we do at RGN. That's how we roll. We have 10 connected to the server. We're just waiting for it to be unpaused, and we'll get back underway with this match. Get some buying up here. Just waiting for the unpause here. Hano, when was the last time you casted Euros?
Oh boy. I don't know if I've ever casted Euros actually on or Go RGN. I don't think I really have. I think it's been mostly North American teams.
Yeah, you were around during a time when we pretty much exclusively covered North American matches. Quite a bit of growth since then.
A lot of it, yeah. I remember when it was maybe like 300, 400 people watching at a time, and now it's grown a lot.
That was a big crowd for us, 300 to 400. We're like, damn, and now we're just like 300 to 400. Of course, we still love to broadcast at we'll broadcast at 10 people. We don't give a shit. I mean, we just love doing what we do here. And we have the support of some great sponsors like Zowie, who during our own tournament, we're doing a big giveaway for our subscribers there. And just subscribing in general really helps us with our what we're doing. I would recommend following right now or following us on Twitter, which is we're doing a giveaway, which you don't need to subscribe for, the skin giveaway. But again, we're just waiting for the unpause here. Copenhagen Wolves down 3 rounds here on CT side. Hano, on a scale of 1 to holy crap, I mean, how many rounds? Do you think 4 rounds is enough?
I think that 4 rounds is good, but the fact that they have 1 round of CT is the worst part. Like, if it was 10 to 4, I would say no, but the fact that it's 4 to 1, I would say yes. They're gonna get probably 2 or 3 more, I would say, if not a lot more. But if it was 4 at the end of the half, debatable. Definitely debatable.
We're back here in round number 6, and like you said early on, 3D Max, they're up by 3 rounds on T's side, D Nuke, as both of these teams buying up this round, and we'll see what the full firepower of Copenhagen Wolves can do against 3D Max. They have been forcing up so many rounds here. And we'll see if they have what it takes here to win another one as the Terrors look to bust out upper. Out vent they come, and there is Disturbed getting the opening frag as the CT's unable to hold or get an entry there, and perhaps the bomb being able to be planted. Freeze finds one, and Asilion with another here as from sight. 3 terrorists all huddled by the toxic barrels. They're holding nicely though. Kern picking up one. Kern with the second. SMF trading though, so it's a 2-on-2 retake. However, both terrorists hemmed into one spot, and they might realize now as the CTs are approaching, one from the left, one from the right. This is good stuff here from Freeze with a huge single man retake there. That's a hat trick on the round for him. And he'll also get the defuse there as a little trophy on the round. But Copenhagen Wolves, they buy up, and just like that, they're getting back into this game.
I'm surprised they didn't flex their guns outside rather than come inside with them. I mean, they know that the CTs are low on money. Why not go outside if they don't have an op?
And no ops on the board for the CTs, as Stonde will try and work a pick outside, I imagine, or go quick ramp. As, no, he will be headed onto Twinkie. So, Stonde here, trying to open up this round as he gets his jump on the Twinkie. First try, ooh, I wish I could do that. As, he'll just be looking around outside, still trying to get that pick. And opping with this latest patch has changed so much. The whole rhythm, you kind of have to really reinvent your playstyle around the movement changes that they made to opping. And if you guys have been away for the last couple days, when you're scoped with an op now, you move significantly slower. The scout is a bit of a different story, Kappa face, as that's gonna be fixed. But the op not making an impact here early in the round. There's a minute left on the clock. There are 5 rifles, or 4 rifles and a FAMAS. It's kind of like a baby rifle for the CTs. Copenhagen Wolves trying to turn on some momentum after that last round win there, losing rounds 5 through 3. And that's still putting them down by 2, but they're well on their way back to getting back into this, unless Kern, who is right now the best player on the team, in my opinion, not the top fragger, but definitely the most impactful, We'll see if he can make an opening here for Team 3D Max as they look to push lower. The rotate from SMF, a smoke on his right, a molly on his left, and that will kind of hem him outside in the U-Haul at ramp as the terrorists again swarming lower. But there's a Cillion and SMF finding a pick. Finally started with 2 on the op. He's got a CT right beside him, and Freeze takes him down at nose length distance. And on the lurk, that comes all down to Disturb versus Nikolai now, as we're in a 1v1. The bomb needs to be planted. There's no time on the clock. But look at this, Disturb. He caught a great spot to plant there, and he gets the kill. So 3D Max going up again. But if Nikolai had been on the other side of U-Haul, that would have been a very different story.
It was unfortunate he didn't see him in sight. 6 seconds left, he has to plant. I mean, he can fake plant and try to shoot him, I guess, but it's very risky at the T. So I'm surprised the CT didn't actually see him. But the CTs played it really well. They had one guy in CT spawn, or no, sorry, vents. So they had one guy in vent. The guys that went lower, the terrorists, they had to do one of 2 things. Open the door, which makes a sound, and also break the windows, which also makes a sound as well. So as a CT, you don't have to overcommit unless you hear one of those 2 things.
Disturbed with an AK and a pair of kills that last round as he increases his score to 12-2 so far this half. 5 AKs versus 5 pistols. As this round slowly envelops. Stoned looking for a pick here. Ooh, he spots a CT below him. That in Freeze. Freeze going down early on. And now that just leaves his 4 teammates alive. Disturb dropped down to 29. Don't think he'll do that much difference. As Natu is just going to run out the squeaky here in this round. Really, SMF not with a chance. Snowball's chance in hell here to get this round. As Karn will take that last frag and put 3D Max up by 4 rounds. And this has been their biggest lead so far this half, or this match and series.
The hardest thing about being a CT is money. If you don't have money, it's extremely hard to hold anything, just because those nades are huge. I mean, if you have a bunch of money on CT, you can buy Molotovs and just Molotov Hut and Molotov Squeaky and stop any upper rushes, so you don't have to really worry about it as much. But the fact that the CTs don't have really any Molotovs at all right now, it's difficult.
2 M4s, 3 Famouses, and here's Snappy pushing Hut, getting a kill immediately. That's the bomb being dropped down early. Not quite as important as a drop since it's early in the round, and you know, of course, they're going to be terrorists in T lobby, but Freeze gets another, and that's 5-on-3 now. This is a good round for Copenhagen Wolves. The exact start they needed after losing multiple rounds in a row, multiple times, as Cillion picks up a pair on the Famous, leaving just Disturbed, the top fragger for the T's versus 5. A reverse situation of last round. There's Disturbed with 1. He's going to look for 2. Now he is dropped down very low, and SMF takes him out. And really, 3D Max, they didn't look like the same team they were just a couple rounds ago. I mean, they only got 1 kill that round as opposed to the train they ran on these guys before in upper.
Yeah, that's important for CTs too. They can start saving up a little bit of money and hopefully get an up outside. But Freeze just sprayed 2 guys to the smoke that round and got a little bit lucky.
So it's 6-3. 3D Max looking strong here on T side, trying to make this score almost almost unsalvageable, I guess, for the CTs. When you batter someone so badly on T side on D-Nuke, you're a little demoralized. And here's Natu throwing a Molotov into Big Garage, but Freeze picks him up through the smoke anyways. Great shot from him as Nikolai finding another. That's Zart going down, leaving just Disturbed and Stonde alive versus 5. And those 2 terrorists are going to collect themselves in the hut. Very low is Disturbed. He is sprayed away as Snappy picks up another kill through the roof of hut, leaving just Stoned by himself versus 5 again. And 3D Max, they have enough rounds, I would say, this half to not be upset if they lose out. However, of course, that'll change up your psyche a little bit. But on T side, Nuke, you're still feeling good with 6 rounds as Nikolai takes down Stoned, not able to get any more kills. However, Nikolai finishing that round with a hat-trick, doubling up his score to 6-7. And now 3D Max finally on the eco.
Yeah, and they got a lot of money on the CT too, which is awesome. And T's hopefully will get a few more. I don't know how comfortable I would feel winning 6 right off, and then the CTs just winning out. If the CTs win out and make it 9-6 and snag that pistol round, it's not going to be that big of a lead that they had in the very beginning.
Right, you are, Hino, as this
There's
round
those
off
mollies
to
too.
a quick start. Oh, Freeze with 2 outside. He's going to look for the 3rd here. The aim is hot as Cillion's there on the crossfire to find 2 for himself. And this round's going to come to a quick end here as those 2 players outside will finish that round. Freeze getting the last one. Natu actually picking up a Cillion, but much too little, much too late as Asilion has 8k pre-buy. He'll have 2600 post-buy, and only one CT dying there. That's great for the economy of Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, we see the mollies come out too, which is good from the CTs, and also you don't really want to go outside as a T because Free is just on fire right now. So I would try to stay away from that outside right now. Try to do some upper pushes, and hopefully they don't molly it. Maybe a late upper take as well, so it's some sky flashes maybe.
Well, a grenade so far to start off this round for Freeze. He's in outer, looking for a pick here at Big Red from CT Big Red. And he will spot a few terrorists there, make the call, and there's Nikolai upstairs on the new catwalk. He is going to look for a pick. He gets kind of pushed back there, dropped pretty low. His teammate, Freeze, goes down. And look at this. Look at this. Nikolai barely escaping with his life on the Heaven platform, and a grenade there to finish him off. Well placed by Zart there, and it's 5-on-3. 5-on-4 now as Asilion chimes in with one stun. It trades right back. It's 4-on-2. These last two CTs are going to need to have a big defense here. They find one, and one coming out of Hut in Disturb. Can Disturb get that frag? Yes, he will. Disturb, can he finish the round now? Oh my god, SMF. How is he still in this? He's going to peek out here, trying to run away. Oh my god, this is Ring Around the Rosary right now. Disturb finally putting him away, but that came down to a 1-on-1. And 3D Max barely escaping that one. That is their second round so far where they have won with just one member standing.
I'm curious to see what Freeze does with this op outside, what kind of a pick he takes. He's been rifling this whole time, and now that they have enough money, he finally got an op. They might even put up two outside. One might play catwalk like Nikolai I believe. He just played that. He might do it again.
Well, the op comes out. Ooh, Free outside with the op. Still looking for this early pick. As there is only one op on the map right now, and that is in the hands of him. But an outer bus here from the T's, trading Snappy. Only for one, though. Natu gets a frag, and temporarily, upper is open. As the terrorist going to look to plant here, smoking off Heaven. This is some great post plant in the works here, but wisely so. Asilion picking from the mini, Free with another. And these two have just been so good in outer so far. The shining beacon of hope for the Wolves here, leaving just Kern and Stonde alive here, looking to push mini. Free still holding on to that op, as the CT is just going to barrel into sight here. A grenade will just barely miss the T's here, but Kern gets taken down in upper. Nikolai finding one SMF with another, and that will end the round of defuse for the CTs. Stonde only getting one kill there, and Copenhagen Wolves still trying to at least salvage what's left of this half here. It's 6-7. They're down by one on CT side.
Comes the eco too. So we might see 7-7 here, and then maybe 8-7 depending on which team grabs that last round. But CTs are looking good. They've made quite the recovery. They're 6-1, and they come up with what, 5 rounds or 3 lost a round. They came up with 4, so they're looking a lot better than they did in the very beginning.
Copenhagen Wolves winning 4 of the last 5 rounds here. As we close in on our first half, it is round 14. The terrorists here, again, just looking to hit upper, and they're going to be able to sneak out of Hut, mostly not being shot at here as they run out, but Asilion's there on a great crossfire. He and Snappy, Nikolai all getting many, many frags here as Natu, the last man standing here in ramp. I mean, it looked good when they were coming out Hut there for a second, but quickly the CTs collapsed on them. Natu, oh my god, what a shot. P250, that was dirty. And he has an AK-47 and 100 HP. He's in a 1v3. An ace clutch would be amazing here as he is in hell. He's looking left. He's trying to find who is this player in outer. That would be Free would be the closest player to him, but I believe Free is actually in Hut. So Natu, 40 seconds left to do this. He's got 3 kills in front of him. And directly to his left is Snappy in ramp room. Snappy not gonna push that. Asilion watching exactly where Natu is gonna come up from. The flash comes up, and there's Asilion to end the threat. Natu not able to get any more, but that would have been pretty, as nice shots come out from the CTs. And 3D Max, it's in the last round of the first half. They're gonna have enough money to buy here. The CTs as well, and we'll see an op in the hands of Free.
They say that even though he had nice shots, right? So he kills 2 and there's still 3 alive. 3 can buy for 2, but 2 can't buy for 3. So if he gets a 3rd kill there, and CTs don't get as much money, he might have been able to force one of them to buy maybe like a FAMAS or something like that. But the 2 kills just didn't really matter. Needs that 3rd one.
Early smokes here from the CTs at ramp, and one at Squeaky. However, 3D Max is bunched up outside, and that'll be on Nikolai to find some nice picks here on the M4. He is flashed. He will go for the repeat here. Spamming are the T's. It's not going to matter. Freed picks up one. And there's Nikolai with another. So a good hold so far to start things off for Copenhagen Wolves. As that makes it a 5-on-3. Disturbed, Stonda, and Karn. Both, or all three of those members, pardon me, remaining with an AK, armor, and helmet. As all 5 members stand for Copenhagen Wolves right now. Free brought down to 2 HP. He's going to fall off here. As, again, the last round of the first half, you don't need to go for a save here. You need to go all out. As the Terrorists trying to find an opening here. Trying to do it in outer. As it looks like Disturbed watching Secret. Maybe they'll head there. They've only got 35 seconds left. And there's Free. Not missing with the op. He's going to go for his second one here. As he continues to have his sights trained on that area. He is flashed. He'll fall off. Again, 2 HP on Free. As Nikolai and Asilion both there to get a little tap on Stonda and Karn. They're taken down, and there is your score at half. 8-7, Copenhagen Wolves clinching the half, but at no point did they look like they were the stronger team that half. Really, 3D Max playing such a good T-side nuke.
Yeah, eat that Valve. Yeah, CT-sided. I don't know how you feel about the nuke rework, or if it's going to be reworked, but I'm not a big fan of Train. Granted, I haven't given it much of a chance, I guess, but I like Nuke, man. I do. I really do. And people get down on themselves if they get down on the team. 8-7 half. Oh, great, we're gonna lose. You can't. I mean, the T's did exactly what they did. They grabbed the first 6 rounds. Why can't you do that? You know what I mean? You got pistol. You got the first gun round. Maybe you got 5 rounds right there.
SMF will be looking to do it with the Tech 9 though, and that weapon also receiving changes lately. Still such a strong weapon, as it never seems like Valve can get the pistols perfect, but Counter-Strike is such a finicky game that every change matters. As Free looking to push out her now on the T side, Glock in hand, trying to find that opening pick into the mini on Stonda. As Zart finds the opening kill of this half in, bent onto SMF, and the CT's off to a good start. 3D Max picking up where they left off, as Kern's gonna find another. 2 terrorists now remaining, the last one in mini in Snappy. He is taken down. Kern with a hat trick there, and Zart with a kill as well. As Snappy finding a pair of kills, bringing that to a, what was that, a 2v2 at one point. However, 3D Max never really feeling out of it. They will be buying up here in round 17.
Terrorists are going to buy up as well. They have armor, scout. Probably going to take that scout outside and try to get a quick pick. I don't think they're going to see anything fast here, though. CTs have 4 mollies right now. That's insane.
And as you hear all of those mollies crash in on the ground, that was an expensive strat here, but still 2 mollies. One in the hands of Zart, one in the hands of Disturbed. Some armor here on the T side, so they are looking for an eco round victory. They're not just trying to run around with pistol and see what happens. As again, we're seeing more and more of that. Stonda outside with the scout, finds a shot. Disturbed finds a kill. As Snappy trades back, and the P90 of Kern takes out Free. Zart finding another with the Tech 9, turning down to 6 HP. So Asilion and Nikolai, the last hope here for the T's here. Round 17. Nikolai with the P250 waiting for this molly to clear, as he will switch his spot over to Squeaky, and his teammate in Asilion will be looking out for a frag. Nikolai brought down so low, he's at 32 HP, and across from him Natu dropped pretty low as well, but Nikolai 14 HP, still trying to fight from Squeaky. Natu finally puts him down, and the ump says you're out. He picks up the second. And that's a doubler on the round for him. Team 3D Max looking strong here. Copenhagen Wolves perhaps a little unprepared for Nuke.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's for sure. These Molotovs are going to stop them from coming upper almost every single round. And then the CTs just play smart outside. There's not really much of a chance for terrorists to do anything at all. Ramp is really hard as well, because you can just smoke and then wait, and then smoke it, and then wait. And even if you take ramp, they say it's not a bomb site, so it's not a whole lot that you can do. They are going to go outside though.
In outer, starting finding one on the scout. Nikolai going down. He'll be on the bench the rest of the round. Kern picking up another. Kern with a second on the P90. There you have it. Turn off your monitor, hold down mouse 1, and you come away with a hat trick, just like he did. No casualties for 3D Max that round.
If I was a terrorist team, I would save. Even though they have enough money to buy AKs, I think they could sacrifice one more round, get free that op. Free to just go outside and try to get as many picks as he can. He's been on fire lately, so I don't see why they just don't grab him and off and see what he can do outside. They need to get a lot of lot of rounds in a row for that momentum and try to get that money down on the CTs.
Free
CTs
at
have way too much.
15 and 11. He's almost the top fragger for the T's. That is a Cillion holding on to that spot here as SMF looking to just push into upper here and sneak in that vent, but Natu's there to say nada. The ump kill again as early in the round 3D Max taking a lead. Grenades from Kern here, trying to stymie another terrorist push through Squeaky. Astoned, Disturbed, holding outer. There's Free out there with an AK. Let's see if he can make that marksmanship work like he did with the AWP, except on the AK-47, he's dropped down to 41 HP in outer. And from Secret, there is Disturbed, a great peek from him. Perfect timing, taking Free out at the cost of no trades. And still, 5 CTs on the board here, and even though Copenhagen Wolves is fully bought up, this force up from the CTs is enough to pretty much devastate the T's here. They haven't gotten a single frag. Kern's only taken 11 points of damage, so really nothing to show for this round, as Zart in lower is going to be holding with Disturbed. There he is, a nice corner peek there from Zart, and Snappy escaping with his life, going for a repeat perhaps. Crossfire, I imagine, will develop here in a minute between these two CTs. There is Nikolai opening pick. A Cillion with another. Now two dropping down, still going ham on the ump. As Snappy picks up another, leaving just stunned, and Kern alive versus 2. A Cillion 5 HP, Snappy with 73. He's going to drop down. Stunned here, picking up the AK, and both terrorists now headed towards Toxic. And perhaps Snappy's kind of play there was to make sure that they didn't think about another one being in Toxic, but I believe they've spoiled that now, as a Cillion holding from Toxic will go down to stun in the defuse for the CT. So 3D Max again escaping with another round, and it was 5-on-2 at some point. It came down to a 2-on-2, but it wasn't enough. 3D Max coming ahead with another one. They are 4 away from map point.
Going Squeaky with that low of HP is so scary. He was trying to play the door game where he opens and closes at the same time, but with 5 HP, they're just going to spam you down, especially when it's a 2v1. If it was me, I would have gotten a little bit more aggressive when I wasn't the planter and try to get an opening kill and kind of make it a 2v1.
Molotov going down Squeaky as Kern looking to play aggressively. He is on the first vent. He's going KZ ham right now. He's in upper above the garage door at Mini. Nikolai's gonna peek him. Kern immediately converting from that spot, getting a kill and the opening frag for round number 20. As the terrorists forcing up a Galil 3 AKs. They all have helmet and armor, a little bit of utility, some smokes, 2 being thrown. As I say that, in outer, it looks like the T's now. It's going to be an outer take, and we'll see if the CTs can hold this. That's Stoned outside with an op spray. Oh, that's a Molotov kill, legging one, letting that fire do the rest of the damage there. Snappy going down. Unfortunate for him. As the terrorists escape, they get towards Secret, and the CTs, I think, are realizing this now, may shift up how they play this, as Natu holding from the lower hall on the stair by control, still has a good angle here to pick up some T's, as Free, SMF, and Cillion all hemmed in at Secret. Natu, he's going to spot the head of one. There's SMF. And he does manage to escape with his life. Natu's going to open the door. That was a nice play there, but SMF's going to plant him anyways, as it looks like the terrorists have opened up lower, but only for a moment. Free finding one in the vent. It's now 3-on-3. As SMF, it's going to protect his planter at bottom in a Cillion, but Zart and Stani there to clean up and get that defuse. So the site takes have been pretty good for the Wolves, but the retakes even better for 3D Max.
You're right. The site takes have been good, but the retakes, when you use all your resources to get somewhere, so they use all 5 of their people to go outside, all 5 terrorists, to get lower, you have nobody to flank. So their CTs have a really easy retake. If they sent one ramp 4 outside, they could have snuck up behind those guys' ramp, but the fact that they're getting the bomb sites and not being able to play good post plan is really hurting.
Starnet with the op still. And 1 Galil for the terrorists. The rest have AK-47s, no counter-opping. Haven't really seen much strong T-side opping so far on this map between these two teams. Copenhagen Wolves are down by 4 rounds here on T-side. D Nuke. 3D Max are in a good position right now to close things out. They have won every single round this half. That's 5 in a row, Hano.
It's way too many. They have way too much money, and I don't see the T's coming back at all for this. There's way too much money if they win. Or if they lose the next 2 rounds, they'll still have enough money to buy Molotovs and full armor and guns. Doesn't look good.
So CW will have to start with at least a bomb plant, allowing them to buy next round. They've been kind of surviving with just that, a shoestring budget. as Free is going to lead the charge in outer here with his terrorist comrades, looking to